I suffer from anxiety. Oftentimes, my phone rings and my heartbeat goes up. My chest feels heavy. My body temperature rises. And my thoughts stop. Am I in trouble? Am I being called to answer for something I did in the past? Did a loved one get hurt? Is this the call where it all ends for me? It feels like an eternity has passed by, and that phone just won't stop ringing. It never stops. I am constantly anxious of what to come, scared, terrified even, of the ripple effect my past actions may have. I smoke to cope with my stress, but I'm constantly anxious that I won't live long enough to attend my non-existent daughter's wedding. It is pretty ironic. I've come to realize it's not just death I fear, it is leading a life without any meaning or purpose to it. I am scared that in a decade I'll be in the same exact place in life that I am right now. But at the same time, I'm too scared to miss out on my best years right now. The more we try to fight anxiety, the more overwhelming it can become. Instead, we need to embrace it as parts of our lives. Anxiety may be just the warning sign you need to bring awareness to your current situation and make some necessary changes in your life. Recurrent worry and nervousness can be an indication that some areas of your life are off track and need adjusting. I get anxiety from my phone, and I constantly change my number, because for the last 4 years of my life, I've only lived in constant stress. A stressful job, toxic relationships, and terrible decisions was a perfect recipe for disaster. So I was broken. But little did I know, it was exactly what I needed to see the error in my ways. Change was needed. Change was coming. My anxiety was developed as a beacon to guide me away from all that was ruining me. So it's not all bad to have your own internal warning system for when things are going badly. People who have dealt with anxiety may be more empathetic and understanding to the issues that others face. Having gone through personal struggles yourself, you may be more sensitive, loving, and accepting when friends and family members are dealing with personal challenges. Since the earliest days of humanity, the approach of predators and incoming danger sets off alarms in the body and allows evasive action. These alarms become noticeable in the form of a raised heartbeat, sweating, and increased sensitivity to surroundings. The danger causes a rush of adrenaline, a hormone and chemical messenger in the brain, which in turn triggers these anxious reactions in a process called the fight or flight response. This prepares humans to physically confront or flee any potential threats to safety. For most people, running from larger animals and imminent danger is a less pressing concern than it would have been for early humans. Anxieties now revolve around work, money, family, life, health, and other crucial issues that demand a person's attention without necessarily requiring the fight or flight reaction. The nervous feeling before an important life event or during difficult situations is a natural echo of the original fight or flight reaction. It can still be essential to survive. Anxiety about being hit by a car when crossing the street, for example, means that a person will instinctively look both ways to avoid the danger. After digging a bit deeper into the topic, I found out that sleep is really important. So, what is the relationship between anxiety and sleep, you ask? Well, even if you didn't ask, I'll tell you because I find it interesting. Serious sleep disturbances, including insomnia, have long been recognized as a common symptom of anxiety disorders. People who are plagued with worry often ruminate about their concerns in bed, and this anxiety at night can keep them from falling asleep. Distress about falling asleep can itself complicate matters, creating a sleep anxiety that reinforces a person's sense of dread and preoccupation. These negative thoughts about going to bed, a type of anticipatory anxiety, can create challenges to healthy sleep schedules and routines. Even after falling asleep, people may wake up with anxiety in the middle of the night. Getting back to bed can be a challenge if their mind starts racing with worry again. This can lead to sleep fragmentation, reducing both the quantity and quality of their sleep. At the same time, strong evidence indicates that sleeping problems are not only a symptom of anxiety. Instead, sleep deprivation can instigate or worsen anxiety disorders. Researchers have found that people who are prone to anxiety are especially sensitive to the effects of insufficient sleep, which can provoke symptoms of anxiety. Lack of sleep is known to affect mood and emotional health, which may exacerbate the challenges posed by anxiety disorders. The bidirectional relationship means that anxiety and sleep deprivation can be self-reinforcing. Worrying causes poor sleep, contributing to greater anxiety and further sleep difficulties. Depression, which is also known to negatively affect sleep, can further really complicate the situation, creating additional barriers to quality sleep in people who have both depression and anxiety. But that's a topic for another time. So, how can you help yourself to reduce your anxiety? Well, start by setting yourself a bedtime and make sure you get enough rest every single night, and look into ways to improve the quality of your sleep. Learning to manage stress can help limit potential triggers. Organize any upcoming pressures and deadlines. Compile lists to make daunting tasks more manageable. And commit to taking time off from study or work. Talking to someone you trust about what's making you anxious could be a relief. It may be that just having someone listen to you and show they care can help in itself. Anxiety make it really hard to stop worrying. You might have worries you can't control, or you might feel like you need to keep worrying because it feels useful, or that bad things might happen if you stop. It can be helpful to try different ways of addressing these worries, like trying setting aside a specific time to focus on your worries, so you can reassure yourself you haven't forgotten to think about them. Think about your diet as well. Eating on a regular basis and keeping your blood sugar stable can make a difference in your mood and energy levels. In my experience, I found out that getting some sun on a daily basis and exercising and listening to some music had placed me in a better mood and more equipped to handle my day. During your darkest times, you think that this is your life for the rest of your days, and you can't bear it. But that's a lie. Things will get better, only if you keep pushing your limits and trying your absolute best to make them better. One problem at a time, one step at a time, and one day at a time. Pick yourself up and be your own biggest fan. Truly believe in yourself like you want others to believe in you. Never be ashamed to talk about it either. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and it really takes a lot of strength to battle your mind every single day. Thank you for watching.